What is going on, guys? This is Xbox Architect here, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to build this movie theater. Now this is something that can be added to like a mega mansion house build, or even if you're trying to build a city and you actually want to build a cinema and have a whole array of these things. Either way, if you've been struggling on how to do it or how to make it look good, I hope this video is certainly helpful, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Alright guys, so to start off this build, I'll go ahead and tell you the materials you're going to need, and you might need to add a couple more materials in later on, but this is just to start us off. You're going to need light gray concrete, spruce planks, mangrove stairs, polished blackstone slabs, white concrete, black wool, black concrete, and a torch. Alright, so to kick off this build, we're going to go ahead and create this rectangle. Now the top and bottom sides you see from above, those are going to have 16 blocks on the outer edge, and the left and right sides you see from above are going to have 17 blocks. So go ahead and create this 16 by 17 rectangle, and then we're going to continue on with the light gray concrete and bring up the left, right, and bottom sides you see right now up to be 8 blocks tall, and leave that top edge blank. Alright, so now the left, right, and bottom sides should be 8 blocks tall, and we're going to go ahead and take our spruce planks and fill in to the same height right above this bottom layer of light gray concrete on this remaining edge. And once we have that last side filled in, we're going to take our gray concrete and we're going to fill in 2 rows right above ground level. And we're going to do the same thing right at the very top. And then we'll go ahead and look at these spruce planks that we placed. What we're going to do is we're going to count 1, 2, 3 blocks away from this edge, and same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, and we're basically going to leave that amount of space between on either side, and then leave 1 block of space from the gray concrete on the top and the bottom, and then just cut out this rectangle. And now take white concrete and fill this in. Now once you have that done, we're going to take our black concrete and we're basically just going to create a pillar. We're going to space this out 1 block away from the light gray wall, and we're just going to bring this all the way up so that it meets the top and the bottom, and do the same thing for the other side. And then once you have that finished, take your torch and then place it right at the very top on the back edge of this pillar, and that'll keep these torches hidden but create a cool little light effect on this screen wall as you look at it from above. Alright, so now we need to start building out the floor, and for that we're mainly going to use black wool, but on both the left and right walls that you see up against that light gray concrete, go ahead and take away 4 blocks of that ground material. And then just cut away a line all the way across and take away the rest of the material on this inside portion. And then take your black wool and fill that in. Next thing we're going to do is right on top of this ground level, we're going to create a row of 3 black wool. And then we're going to continue to go up. So again, 1 level up, create a row of 3 black wool. And then right up into this back edge, again do the same thing and raise it up 1 more height. So now on both the left and right edges, go ahead and take your polished blackstone slabs, and right in front of where it goes up one level, just place 2 of those right on the outer edges. And now we can go ahead and start placing our theater chairs. And for this, we're going to use these mangrove stairs. And this part will get a little bit tedious, but it's the best way that I see to do it. So all we're going to do is just place these down like this. And essentially that creates an individual chair. And we're just going to continue to go all the way across these rows until we meet up with the blackstone slabs on the other side. And we're going to do this same thing all the way up until we're at this top level. Alright, so now we have all of our theater chairs in place, we have the floor in place, our screen portion is done. At this point, the last thing that we're going to do with this set of materials is take our torches, and then this one block on the edge of these rows of seats, just in front of the blackstone slabs, go ahead and place one torch, and we can just go ahead and leave this top row blank. If you think about an actual theater in real life, they will have little lights up against the stairs so that people don't trip. So that's basically just not only to create a little extra light in this build in the game, but also to add a little sense of realism as well. Alright, so the last additional materials you're going to need to finish this off are beacons, smooth stone, and dark oak trapdoors. Now to start off here, let's go ahead and take these beacons, and on this back wall above this final row of seats, go ahead and find the 2 center blocks in that wall, and then just go ahead and place 2 beacons in that open slot. And this basically acts as like the projector that would throw the movie up on the screen, but it also adds a little bit of light into the space because it does get to be very dark. Now after we have those beacons placed, we're going to go right up against this gray concrete, and on both sides on this light gray concrete wall, we're going to cut out a 2x3 rectangle just like this. And this is basically just your doorway to actually get into the theater itself. Once we have those cut out, we're going to go ahead and take those dark oak trapdoors, and at the very front edge of each of these floor levels with the black wool, we're going to go ahead and create a line of dark oak trapdoors going all the way up to this top edge. Now once we reach this doorway right here, on the innermost edge that's closer to the seats, just go ahead and place another trapdoor right above that and continue all the way up. And do the same exact thing on the other side. Basically, you just want to create a mirror image. Now, at this point, you could consider this theater to be done, but if you do want to add in a ceiling and finish it off to be fully complete, what we're going to do is take light gray concrete. If you accidentally took your new materials and replaced it, go ahead back into your inventory and grab that light gray concrete, and we're just going to create an entire row, one more level up on this initial rectangle we created at the very start, and just trace around this perimeter. You can go above those spruce planks, and then take that smooth stone and just fill it in on this top row, and that's going to create a ceiling that kind of looks like ceiling tiles. And now the last and final thing that we can do here is again take that light gray concrete, and on the outside edge of these entryways we can go ahead and create a line of 6 blocks tall going up the wall just like this, and we can bring this out to be 3 blocks, And then we can bring this back however much you really need. I'm just gonna do it 5. But this essentially just creates that little hallway to get into the movie theater itself. And we can do exactly the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and then bring that up to be 6 blocks tall. And then I'm gonna bring this back 5. And then we can take our smooth stone and just fill in that ceiling portion on both sides. And then finally we can take our black wool and basically just continue the floor from the inside of the movie theater all the way out. And do the same thing on the other side. Alright, and now at this point we can consider this theater done. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this build. I hope you think it looks good. Obviously, if you've lasted this long and you're actually trying to learn how to build it, I hope that's the case. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button, and obviously also go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the content I have coming at you in the future, including more tutorials like this and some other tours of my own personal builds as well. So with that, thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time.